Hello friends, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we are going to be renovating this lot in the new Nordhaven world that came in the businesses and hobbies expansion pack. And there's this super cool park here that is supposed to be a small business lot venue. I think first of all, this lot is so cool with like the terrain paint and the open like walls and construction and everything. I think what you're supposed to do is like come to this lot, purchase it, and then kind of like renovate it and turn it into like a small business park area, which I think is a really cool idea. But for my rotational gameplay, I would just prefer to have a regular kind of recreation center. So I'm going to be just kind of fixing it up. I want to keep the original kind of layout and charm of this build because I think that's a really fun idea. And it's easier work for me than creating something from scratch. But yeah, so this is just the lot before. I mean, look at how cool it is. Like so much terrain paint. Look at all of this like construction, fencing, and all of the graffiti everywhere. Like it's just so cool. And look, this like hole with rocks in it and then a fence around it. It's so good. Whoever created this lot is a genius. But let's go into the speed build and renovate it. Okay, here we are with the voiceover and speed build part of the video. This park renovation took me so long. The intro that I recorded and the first half of the build, I recorded on March 12th. And then I only just finished this build on April 8th. And now I'm recording this voiceover and tour at the end on April 16th. So it took me about a month to finish this. I don't really know why. Actually, I do know why. It's because I go through like phases of being super into building and then really not being about building and mainly just wanting to play live mode. So I kind of go back and forth, and I think I started this just at like the tail end of being kind of out of my building phase. So it took a lot, and it's been like sitting on my to-do video list for, about a month. And then just a few days or maybe weeks ago, I can't remember at this point, Lil Simsy also did like a stream and video renovating this place, and I wish that I had posted mine first because I know some people are gonna think that like, oh, you're copying her, but I don't even really care if people think that I'm copying her. Mostly I just didn't want to compare my build with hers, so I haven't like watched any of her stuff yet, and I probably won't unfortunately watch her video renovating this because I don't want to compare myself and my ability to build to her, because she's just like, she's had more practice building in The Sims. She builds all the time and she's a really good builder. And although I enjoy building and I really like the majority of my builds, I know that I have a long way to go before I can even compare myself to her. So for my own benefit, I didn't want to see anything else related to this build. But I also think that it's a really good thing to show that you don't have to be the best at something to enjoy it, because I do really enjoy building in The Sims, even though I'm like pretty average, I would say. And I think that's pretty realistic, because I'm sure that most Simmers are not super confident in building. Because it took me so long to make this build, not only just like time span, but it is a pretty long video. I probably won't be talking through the whole thing, so there will just most likely be a part where it's just some nice relaxing music for you to listen to, because I cannot talk for 30 minutes straight, even if I wanted to, or even if I tried. So recently, I just finished this and have been having a lot of fun building. It took me about a month to get over my not building phase, and now I'm like starting to get back into building again. And I have lots of ideas for build videos and some really cool builds in progress right now that I'm really excited about and excited to share with you guys, but I'm not going to be giving any spoilers right now. Actually, I think I have planned to post the video of one of the things that I'm really excited about next week, I believe, or this week. When am I posting this? I'm posting this on Sunday. Okay, so it should be Friday that I'm posting it, and I'm so excited. There's like gonna be a lot of build videos coming on the channel just because I am in like a very build focused mood right now. I really want to build and create a bunch of really cool stuff. So I'm gonna like kind of hold back a little bit on the Let's Plays, although I do have like some rotational and current household stuff, but just mostly about like the Let's Plays, like Rhodes Ranch and Not So Berry are going to be taking a little, not a break. I think I'm also posting a Rhodes Ranch at the end of the month, so not a break, but just less, I think, for the time being, until I get out of the building phase, and then I'll be back into gameplay. I wanted to ask you guys, so please let me know in the comments if you prefer these type of speed builds where it's like sped up and a voiceover, or if you prefer the kind of build with me videos where it's real time and I'm just kind of taking you through my building process. I really like the speed builds for bigger builds like this, because then I'm able to work on them even when I'm not like able to record, because I'm only able to record like 2 to 3-ish times a week. But then on speed builds like this, I can, build whenever I want to. So it's a little bit easier. But I also really like the build with me videos for kind of smaller, shorter builds. Yeah, I would love to hear what you guys prefer, just so I can kind of know which one I should lean towards. And because if you just like speed builds, I totally agree, they're super satisfying to watch, and it's a lot kind of calmer because you can also just like mute the video if you wanted to and listen to something else. I'll probably do like a mix. Oh yeah, and so by the time that this video comes out, I will have also just previously posted the Moonwood Mill cemetery that I made, which building that really gave me like a lot of inspiration, which I think kind of spurred my build inspiration that I've had recently. And I thought about creating a save file and turning Moonwood Mill into like a post-apocalyptic world, loosely based off of the 100 series. I don't know if any of you guys have watched that, but I love it to death. It is such a good series. Unfortunately, it's not on any streaming services right now, I don't think. It used to be on Netflix, but they took it off. But yeah, it's super great. And it's very like post-apocalyptic sci-fi, even though I'm not really into sci-fi. I think more of like it's kind of like, I don't know, it's not kind of, but it kind of has similar energy to Fallout, where you're kind of like on this post-apocalyptic world and you have to survive and like scavenge and stuff. And there are like mutated like people and animals who have like learned to survive on the ground, and like there's like people who just survive in the bunker and they can't go outside because they didn't adapt to like the radiation or anything. And then there's also like people living up in like a spaceship. So it's like a super fun series. It has a lot of seasons too, so if like you can find it anywhere and you just want like a show that you can watch for a long time to like spend a lot of time on, then I highly recommend it. But yeah, so my kind of idea for this save file was turning Moonwood Mill, because it's like the perfect world for something like that, because there's like no roads, not really any big buildings, and it's already kind of run down. So I think it would be really great to like build some like bunkers and ruined buildings and kind of like old futuristic tech kind of stuff like Fallout. So I would be using a lot of like the Star Wars build stuff, Strangerville, eco lifestyle, like the generators and water collectors stuff. And then also everybody would be wearing the Star Wars cast, because along with like eco lifestyle also has some kind of looking like scavenge and like put together outfits as well, I think, which I think I mentioned in another video about how I actually kind of like how unique the Star Wars cast is, because it is so like, I want to say like rugged. I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it, but it would super fit with like a post-apocalyptic save file. And I already kind of have some lore kind of like brewing in the back of my mind of things that I could do for this save file. And I also did like create a test sim, like a test sample sim, just to see what I kind of wanted to capture as like the vibe of the save file. And I thought it was also funny that I gave her like a dog companion, but for the first time ever I used like the weird coat patterns, like you know how there's like the skeleton, there's like a Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas looking coat pattern, but I used the metal like mechanical looking coat pattern just to like try it out, and I think it's actually kind of cool. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this sim or this dog. I might like try to exchange the dog for like a Star Wars droid, but I just wanted to give her like a companion just to kind of see what that would be like. But again, she's only like a test sim, but if I do end up doing this kind of post-apocalyptic save thing, I will definitely be making like tons of build videos and stuff like that. Although for right now, I think I just really want to build. I might not focus too much on the save file aspect, just because I also get like, if I think about something too hard, then I get burnt out on it. So like, it's kind of funny because before I even started posting videos, I was like imagining doing all these really cool things for Tumblr on my Tumblr, and having like all these different like sneak peeks of videos and posting stuff from like screenshots of my gameplay and stuff like that. But then I think I just like thought I planned too hard and kind of set so much expectations up that I just don't ever use my Tumblr now, which is funny because I made it specifically for this channel. Like, it's the first Tumblr that I've ever had. I don't use Tumblr. I've never used Tumblr. But yeah, so I made all these like big plans. I don't do anything with it now. I kind of thought about posting some sneak peeks of the build that I was talking about, which is really cool, but I don't think that I will, because first of all, I don't think anybody even follows me on there because I don't post things. And also, I don't really play The Sims too much anymore because I'm so like busy making videos, which sounds really weird because like I'm playing The Sims every day, or almost every day for videos, but I don't really like play on my own anymore because especially this month, I've been really trying to post 3 times a week as opposed to 2. And it is because I only get 2 to 3 times a week. I kind of have to work really fast to record and then edit in time to post those videos like the next week. It is pretty pretty time consuming, even though it is like super emotionally fulfilling. Even if I like don't get many views, which I'm a pretty small channel right now, so I don't expect to get a lot of views. I just really enjoy making videos, and it's fun for me, and that's all that I really care about, honestly, is that I'm having fun and I'm enjoying the videos that I'm posting, which I am. And then if like just one person watches and finds some joy from them as well, then like that's great, that's even better. I have succeeded. But yeah, it's a lot more I have a lot less free time than I had expected, even though it's like fun, and I'm still learning, obviously, but I think the better I get at certain things, like editing used to be a huge hurdle for me because it used to take so much time. But now that I feel like I'm kind of getting into the rhythm of recording and editing, and it's taking a lot less time, so I'm starting to have a lot more free time as well, which is nice. But I think that just comes with practice and learning and getting like better and faster at editing, mostly, because that's kind of what takes the longest, is editing. But I do find editing quite relaxing as well. It's just a matter of like actually sitting down and doing it, because I procrastinate it so much sometimes, and I don't even know why, because it's not that bad. It's just very repetitive. But it is fun, and sometimes I even kind of like watching back my videos. Normally, I have a really bad memory. I kind of like forget something as soon as it's like not in front of me. So when I watch videos, I'll like say stuff and then completely forget. So when I go back and edit, it's kind of funny because I'm like watching a new video. So yeah, it's like not that bad. I think I build it up in my head more than it's like doing your laundry. Like, it's not necessarily difficult, it's just something that you don't want to do, but then once you do it, it's like, why did I put this off for so long? Like, it's not that bad. But anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Oh yeah, and it's kind of perfect now that I'm starting to get faster at making videos and having a little bit more free time, because it is like we're halfway through April already, and it's starting to get so nice outside. I mean, not right now, it's super cold and windy, but now that I am starting to get some extra free time, and the weather's been nicer, I get to go outside and start gardening, which is so fun. I've never really like gardened before, but the past couple years, my mom has been super into like permaculture. I don't know if you've ever seen like those kind of permaculture growing, it's like self-sustainable garden kind of videos, and just gardening in general. And she's kind of like brought me into that, and it's fun, the idea of like growing your own food. And I'm really excited to like, we have raised garden beds that we're going to be planting a bunch of stuff in. And I'm also really excited about growing like some more like crop like food, like corn and pumpkin, like having like a small little pumpkin patch and like carrots and potatoes and stuff. I think it's going to be really exciting, and I'm super excited to start doing that as it gets nicer and nicer out, especially as like just something other than video gaming as a hobby, because I've kind of always had video gaming as a hobby, like playing video games, but I find it hard to do other things. Like, I don't really have a lot of other hobbies other than video gaming. Like, I used to knit and crochet, and I still do sometimes, but like it's not a super frequent thing, and it's pretty expensive. And like at the end of the day, like I'm not making anything functional. So yeah, and I'm not really a super big reader either, so I can't really count reading as a hobby. There's just not a lot of non-video gaming stuff that I do, non-computer hobbies that I have. So I'm really excited to kind of have gardening as another hobby, even though it's not something that I can do year-round. But yeah, I guess another hobby that I have would be YouTube, because I really enjoy making YouTube videos. It's so fulfilling, and it's like all of these different things that is just like so creative in the way of being creative and creation that I enjoy, because I'm like not an artist. I can't paint or draw or do any of that. So just having like some sort of creative outlet involving my like lifelong hobby of video games is really great, I think. And it makes it feel like I'm actually doing something. Like I have something to show for playing video games so much. Yeah, I don't know. If anybody can relate to wanting to have more hobbies but not being like good at anything, let me know. It looks like, yeah, I don't really know what else I want to say. I have like my list of things that I just bullet points of things that I want to talk about, just so that I can have something to say, because I'm not like a huge talker, which I think you can definitely notice in some of my videos. Like my voice gets very, I don't like warbly. Is that a word? Warbly, and the amount of vocal fry that I have increases. But that's just because my voice gets tired really quickly, because I don't really talk very much, especially not for 28 minutes, 26, which I've been talking, which I'm actually really impressed by. That's another thing that YouTube has really helped me with, kind of just talking, because I'm like a really quiet person in real life. So yeah, YouTube is great for that. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I've gone through all my bullet points that I want to talk about, so I think I'll leave you here with a few minutes of non-voiceovered speed build, and then I will see you at the end of the video for the final reveal tour. Okay, I'll see you there. Here we are for the tour of the finished build. I think, okay, it's been a while since I have seen this, and I think it actually looks pretty good. Not to like, toot my own horn or whatever, but I'm like not confident in my abilities to do community lots. So I mean, seeing this now, the backyard is a little bit cluttered. I think if the lot had just been a bit bigger, I could have probably fit it all without being too cluttered. But also I think the clutter makes it look really full and busy. But this like entrance area, I think is pretty nice. I tried to be more like realistic with the landscaping and have it more manicured, which I'm not super used to doing. I also added some of these like these aren't debug, these pots. These are from this Star Wars pack, I think. Yeah, they are, which is so funny because they're actually really nice. I actually find that I actually kind of like a lot of the Star Wars stuff, even though I like haven't used the pack at all. I think I'm coming around and I'm starting to actually kind of like it. So inside, it's just kind of this very big communal space. I wish that this had been probably a little bit bigger, but I really like it for what it is. It is more geared towards kids, this community rec center kind of area, because I think normally rec centers are more geared towards like kids and family, so I think that's okay. But I probably would have preferred if I had like a reception area as well, rather than walking just like straight into the room. But I really like the use of these weird chairs. They look very like school library, which is kind of what I was going for. I have some like poofs over here, and I really like these bookshelves and this kind of area with like the kids art and stuff. We also have this area I would have also probably made a little bigger. I don't know why I didn't just expand it a little bit, because that could totally be part of like a realistic renovation, is expanding rooms, but I didn't think of that. And I also like how much outside space we have, but this I thought would be more like a daycare for like your toddlers, where you could come and swim and then have your toddlers in here with like a supervisor. Here I think is my favorite part, which is the pool. So you walk in, there's like a boot room. I'm not sure how normal it would be to have a photo booth in the hallway, but I thought it was kind of cute and it kind of fits the theme. And I think just having that extra like bit of, what is it called, like usable object, it would be nice to come if like you were playing with like a kid or a teen and they came here with their friends to take some pictures together. I also really like these like window decals. I think they are so cute and super realistic for a community building like this. And then we just have some like crafts hung up and balloons. And then inside, I think this is probably one of the better indoor pools that I've made. From all of the pools that I've been to, this kind of area with like the tables and the lounges on the inside, fenced off like this, is like every pool I've ever been to. I don't know how common this is elsewhere, but like almost every single pool that I've seen has like a fenced off area with lounge chairs on the inside. And just some decoration with the lights and a kiddie pool in here so you can bring your toddlers. Also, this kind of like hot tub in here. I hope it's functional. I don't really know if it is, but I think that's okay. And then just some nice decorated like plants in the corner. That's also very realistic to what I've seen. And then of course we just have some locker room, change room kind of thing. And I did add a changing table and some toddler potties. If we go upstairs, this is more of like the adult zone, although not completely. There's like a concession stand, coffee bar kind of thing, some game tables, just some eating tables, a gym and a sauna. Very small, very cute. I think I wish that I had added some more decoration, like wall decorations up here, but it's just what it is. Because there's like almost too much windows to be able to fit anything. So that's the building. The outside, again, I wish there was a bit more space out here, but I really like how it came together at the end. We have like this park. I'm sorry if this bugs you. Don't worry, it bugs me too, but I really wanted to add a sand pit, but there just wasn't any room. So yeah, I thought that this could be like the tarmac. Is that what they call it? That like spongy, like rubbery ground? That's not tarmac. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know the word for it, but like that spongy kind of rubber playground flooring. And then we have like this really cute like projector TV screen. I think this would be super cute to like come with your kids to watch like a movie out here. And I have some picnic mats as well, tables to eat at. I really love these hopscotch chalk things. I added another one over here. I think they're so cute and such a community activity or like thing that you would see at a community center. This was my first time ever using or even just building with the splash park thing, and I haven't played in this yet, so I don't know if it's functional. I think it should be, but I think it turned out really cute. But the hassle of like building it and trying to figure out what I was doing was so difficult. I think this alone took me like, I want to say maybe an hour, like just arranging the splash pad things. Like these mats, I hated that so much, and I will hopefully never do it again. But I think it turned out really cute. I really love this fence, this chain fence. Yeah, again, every kind of recreation pool center that had a splash pit, it had a chain fence around it, a chain link fence. And then like benches on the inside for the parents to watch their kids. And I also added, like, instead of using a gate, I thought I would just have it open, but do this, and I think that looks pretty good. And then we have just like the fountain in the middle. Oh, and a gazebo with some instruments so people can come in, play, perform. I think that's really cute. I really wish that I had, I don't know, added some more landscaping, but I didn't want it to be like too overwhelming or cluttered. Like I still wanted a bunch of grass, but I don't know. Like, you know how there's just like something that feels missing, but I don't know what it is. So yeah, I think if there was just more space, I could have made it feel more full, but I really like how it looks. And then we have this little concession stand area, which I don't know if these are, like, I don't know if you have to hire people for them. I hope not. I really just want them to be like little setups that you can come and grab some food. And then also a sail table, just for fun, because I feel like that's very like community park, community center kind of thing. And then a bunch of bulletin boards with posters, which I think is really cute. It adds like that bit of realistic touch. Yeah, that's about it. I am actually really happy with the way that this turned out. As I said before, it took me such a long time because it was pretty intimidating to start and finish. But I think it turned out really nice, and I'm excited to come here with my Sims from my Nordhaven rotational gameplay. If you're interested in seeing this park in action, stay and look out for those. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. If you want to see more, we are almost at 200 subscribers. At the time of recording this, we are at 190. So, so we're super close. And also like the video. I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye!